Welcome back to the VTuber News. This is Salvi, the one who resides on the right side of your screen most of the time, and I'm here now just to remind you guys that I do have a goal for, at the very least, until my birthday in June. I would love to be able to reach 20k subscribers, so if you could please subscribe and continue to watch these videos whenever you have a chance, I would really appreciate it. Just a small reminder, of course, and do enjoy the rest of the video. There has been an emergency situation with Momosuzu Nene, who is a VTuber with Hololive. This is a serious thing because she is, part of the 5th generation with Yuki Hanalami, Shishiro Botan, Mano Alo, and Omaru Poka. Through her Twitter, we have found out that as of 12:16 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time, May 21st, she says, "My left ear is gone and died on me after such a long time. What the heck? I can't hear a damn thing. Sudden deafness has a 48-hour time limit. Hurry up and rush to the hospital. The other day, I got autistic externa 2 headphones and such. With my job, I probably put them on and take them off over and over now, so it's a hassle. Please take good care of yourself. Sudden deafness is said to be caused by stress. It can get treatment quickly. You might end up get lingering after effects. It can be, psychological disorders. It can be a psychological situation. It could be a health situation, an actual health situation where something's happening to her nerves, something's happening to her in her ear, infections, etc., stuff like that. It's Nene, hurry up and go to the hospital. I know you're busy, but you should go to the hospital hoping to recover quickly. Are you okay? If you can, go to the hospital. Nene, a lot of people saying the exact same thing. This is an emergency situation. Thank you for letting us know. Please go to the hospital. And she says, is my ear just building up too much? I don't think so. You have to go to ENT, which is ear, nose, and throat doctor. You can get your ears cleared by a pro, and just get yourself checked. They will do tests of, I think they even can do nerve tests nowadays of seeing how your body actually reacts to external sound, things like that. If it's a clog, then it's something that they can absolutely deal with. If it's not a clog, then of course you need to get it dealt with as soon as possible, because this is not a joke. I do hope that she gets it dealt with quickly and that it is not anything serious, because as Kanata knows, when you lose your hearing, things, you lose, especially if you're a singer like they sing and things like that, things become a lot harder when hearing is lost. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. As I have covered the other day, when it came to Natsumi Moe. Natsumi Moe is someone who's been around since around 2018, around the same time Keys and I and others started up, as well as Hololive. And she is a PL, a longtime PL, of someone that is in Hololive. I'm not going to let you know who it is, but you guys already found out in the last one. Unfortunately, the update that I have for you guys is that they have protected the posts on their Natsumi Moe. Here, I'm not sure if that was something done before. They are now known, well, they were known as Raven Manor afterwards because of, the situation with the person that owned it not really being around anymore. The original person who owned it, I think it was Eileen or something like that. They were not around anymore. This is a little bit of a taste of who she is, and that way you guys can figure out for yourselves if you want to or not. Let's listen here.
Merry Christmas! Although, I think at the time of this video release, it's probably the 24th. But hey, happy holidays.
Again, I am not going to say it because I'm not the one who actually, puts things out there. I'm not going to show you even a picture of who it is because I don't go and do that. But you guys can easily figure out who it is. And it's still, unfortunately, it's gone, and it most likely will be gone forever. Because, as I mentioned before, Eileen, the person who was originally in charge of it, I believe it was a VTuber called Eileen. They are gone. They've been gone for a long time as well. I think they got scammed for something way back in the day, and they've been gone for a very long time. And now, of course, they are having been hit because of the fact they had over 400,000 subscribers. They were hit. YouTube removed it because of the fact that YouTube does remove these things and will continue to remove these things when it comes to this, because it prevents people from actually getting scammed. Once it's been reported as a scam, they'll remove it. And of course, if you are able to get it back, if you are able to prove that you had it, then you'll be able to get it back. But in this case, Eileen, the person who normally owned it, and the person right now is the VTuber, the Hololive VTuber, is not going to go back for it because they can't prove that they owned it. They can prove that they were the person because their voice and stuff like that, but they can't prove that they owned it. It was hacked. Some other people are also being hacked as well. Had this happened to myself once. Not aimed at fans of the channel, same the cryptobros. the content was archived somewhere. So yeah, there's some channels that actually did have it archived as I showed last time, and it is here. They're still active as Raven Manor. I'm not going to go further down because further down they do actually spoil who it is. I'm not doing a great job of non-spoiling it, but I am doing my part, and at the very least myself, not being the one who's saying it. And it's a Holodex, a VTuber long graduated. Turns out they got hacked by crypto scammer. Let's let future life of this person know and report the channel to YouTube, which is what ended up happening. And then yeah, again, people's stuff got she ended up getting removed. That is the update. Unfortunately, still removed from YouTube. Still not be able to be found on YouTube. But as I mentioned before, Raven Manor on YouTube, on Twitch, and other places, you're going to be able to find them there. This is their channel here. This is their channel on Twitch. They don't really have anything else except, you know, some things done 4 years ago before they joined their recent agency. But other than that, you can still see a little bit of them there. And I'm pretty sure you can find other archive channels on the internet. Unfortunately, I wish there was good news, but this update is a sad one. V&U is a VTuber agency in South Korea, which is collapsing. I have been talking about it before. Not everyone likes the fact that I'm talking about it, and I will talk about that in a little bit, but they are collapsing. We do have here where it says V&U something happened. We're going to every single PL that we have here. Some people don't like the fact that I'm putting out people's PLs, but a lot of them have mentioned, hey, I want you to find me. So guess what? I'm going to do that. I usually don't. Like I said, that's usually not what I do because, you know, when they're in the agency, then I usually don't like doing that. But in this case, a lot of them, and I do mean a lot of them, have been saying, hey, find me. I'm not liking what's going on. I'm not liking the things that are happening. So find me. And there's a list of people there that you can find if you want to. And today, we're going to be giving you an update with Tomomi Toraya. Yes, that Tomomi Toraya. The one who talked about eating horse meat when it came to Rima, because I think Rima criticized V&U for some things that were happening. That same Tomomi who talked about that got into some trouble with that whole situation, and has been for a long time an ardent defender, at least publicly. Now, I will say this. It is hard to tell with a lot of VTuber agencies when it comes to South Korea and things like that, whether the ardent defending is done by someone on the PR team or is done by the actual person involved. Because a lot of times, especially the bad ones, and I think V&U is starting to be showing itself to be one of the bad ones with what they did to people in the past of having a fee that's charged if you leave early, trying to sue previous VTubers who left the agency for talking about said agency, and things like that. So with an agency that seems to be that bad, that seems to be having those many issues, there are going to be questions on whether they're going to be the people that are using the account is going to be someone, you know, a manager, etc., doing a lot of the stuff, or it's going to be the actual person. Because remember, Nijisanji has skinwalked people before. This is another agency in Asia that has skinwalked people, and they do have full control over their talents, all of them. Whether it be Hololive or others, they have full control. They can gain control of the talents things. Usually they have the passwords of the talents things in case, if necessary, they're going to be able to do that. So, having that being said, and having that out of the way, we're going to talk about something that happened with Legal Mindset. And he is someone who does usually have some background information, and he saved something, luckily, because people do tend to delete things, and Tomomi did delete it, because I went and checked, and I also found I got blocked. I find that funny. I find that funny as hell. How the hell did she find out who the hell I am? I'm tiny as a motherfucker. I'm a fucking ant. How did she find out? Well, whatever I said, apparently she didn't like. That's fine. That's good. You can block whoever the fuck you want. Like I've always said before, you can block me, you can look at me, you can whatever. That is your right. I just find it funny as hell that how the hell she found me, I don't know. Maybe because I've been, you know, I've shit talked V&U before, the agency, not the VTubers. It's always the middle to upper management, not the VTubers. But let's go here. Tomomi went from being an ardent defender to, of course, right now saying, just kidding. I know what happened. Staff never intended on compensating us as promised. Plus was the entire premise behind they hadn't actually discussed it with the higher ups and lied to us and the audience about it, knowing full well the entire time there is no intention to give it. I don't know specifically what she's talking about. I don't know. I don't know specifically what Tomomi's talking about. Don't know specifically what whether it was a merch deal that was happening, a sponsorship deal that was happening, some other things that were happening. But it looks like, yes, they are turning into what many would consider a black company. Because the point, when you do not give compensation to the talents, you are a black company. You're an asshole. No one deserves it. I don't give a fuck how bad they were defending you, or how much drama they brought to you, and how much the VTubing community doesn't like them, or whatever. I don't care. They're human beings behind the scenes. They're the ones making you money, V&U. They're the ones doing all the hard work for you, V&U. You're just really, you know, kind of, a lot of times, a lot of these agencies end up just coasting on the benefits that the VTubers give them. So no, I don't give a damn how much you say you work for them or whatever. You give them their just compensation. I don't care. That's the way it was. That's the way it should be in the contracts. That's why it's always good to look for your contracts. Look over your contracts. It is stupid what's happening here, and I will forever, I don't care if all of the V&U talents block me, I will always, no matter what, talk about these situations. I always will, no matter what. It says, once again, karma for terminating Amano Seraphy. Amano Seraphy became AD Mixture, and they try to sue Amano Seraphy, as I mentioned before. Try to sue her for supposedly talking about the things like I think it was like $450,000 they tried to sue her for, I believe, or something like that, or charge her for. It was a lot of money. I think it was almost exactly $450,000. That's when you started knowing things were bad at V&U. Andrew, when you're going to get back to VTuber Rabbit Hole, Cover's been making nuking anti channels and then stream about it. I wonder when most indie VTubers will get to their heads going, corpo is not the way to go. There's Machinima 2.0. They're literally MCNs, underfunded. A lot of smaller ones are. Me, with no context. You guys must get to enjoy the sweet motion trackers, right? We don't get to keep them, no. So yeah, I mean, Niji did have KR branch, but since they have absorbed it to main company. So yeah, whenever a company does this to VTubers, to the humans behind the scenes, whether it be their managers or the talents themselves, I will speak out about it. Whether it gets me shit or not, I will speak out about it, and I will not let a block stop me from doing that. Jelly Oshiumi, a member of PhaseConnect's second wave of Phase Invaders alongside Daisy Dokuro and Ember Amane, has made an announcement. There's a big announcement going on there. The game has finally come out. It is a game called Raise a Wish, or it says, thank you for all patiently waiting. Finally, you can make a wish and start again. I've bring hard at work with a team bringing this to life. Raise a Wish, an alternative Phase Invader story, will be coming to you this May. This was something that has been going through the process for, I think, 5 months at least or so, or more. It's been going on, I think, since last year, actually. And let's take a look at the full one, and then I'll go to how people reacted to it. Let's listen to it here. Your duty, your wish. Your fate is in your hands. Nice. So far, nice. That's cute. Kaneko Lumi looks cute as heck in that one. You guys are gonna let me know. This reminds me of a specific anime. I forget the name of it, but it's definitely one of those kind of slice of life romance type of things. It definitely is a visual novel style game from what it looks like. It reminds me a lot of it. You guys are probably gonna tell me in the comments. And Jelly Hoshimi. Raise a Wish, coming soon. So there you go. And down here, we have fully voiced, not at the current stage, already lost to scope creep twice. Time to break out the asylum. Unfortunate news. Do we get to abuse sad girls? Perhaps, question mark. Wait, this month is May, so I'm guessing it'll be released when you guys do your anniversary stream. Yes! So it may not be voiced in the beginning, but I think eventually it will be voiced in an update. It looks like there's scope creep, which is something that happens all the time. You think, oh, let's add this, let's add that, let's add that, let's add that, let's add that, and then eventually just, it balloons. So from what I'm seeing here, it has been since November of 2025 when they first did their first video of it. And it's an upcoming visual novel fan-made alternative storyline for the Phase Invaders, developed by a team led by DZ Dokuro, originally teased during Invaders Wish 3D concert. Interactive project launches in May. A fresh scope creep turned reality take on VTuber lore, acts as a standalone interactive experience featuring rich story and unique character dialogues. And as you saw, it does have the specific look of an anime. I think maybe a lot of animes did have that kind of look in the past. Kind of reminds me, no, you know what? It reminds me a little bit of Elfen Lied. A little bit of Elfen Lied. That one actually wasn't a romance though. That one was a different one. But it reminds me of that kind of look a little bit. Elfen Lied was a dark one. Yeah. If you don't like dark ones, we'll watch Elfen Lied. But still, this one looks like an amazing one. I'm very glad that they're doing this. Tomomi Ina is a VTuber inside of Hololive EN Myth. The ones that started, at least the EN side, the official EN side, because ID had spoken English before, but the official EN side, they started it out with the Myth generation, and they blew up big. And we are going to be talking about them because they do have a birthday. It is on, at the very least, by the time you see this, it's going to be after their birthday happened. Their birthday is on the 20th. And she says Hololive English says, happy birthday to the wonderful princess of, Hololive English. Myth Tomomi Ina. Be sure to send her some love on the YouTube channel, which currently she is live here, as you can see.
It's the spray one, right?
Yeah, the spray one.
Yeah, that smells pretty nice.
I was like, dang. I was even looking up to see if I
she
could
had Collins
get more at some point.
As you can see here, she had Bei there, she had Watame there, CC Immergreen, as well as Shiori Novella. Right now it is ERB, and she is, going to have so much more there, so many more, sending her some love as she deserves. And everyone in the community as well is giving her lots of love. Here on the side, as you can see, happy birthday, Ina. You have, the Akasupas and people gifting memberships and things like that to them. And it is wonderful. It's always wonderful to see the friendships. This is one of the few agencies where people have said behind the scenes, even people in nijisanji have said that know them, they are more like a family. They're more like close-knit groups. It's less like, well, as much as a family as a corporation can be, really. But the girls themselves, the intergenerations themselves are very much, united. They're very much do communicate very positively with each other, and that is something that's always good.
It was a really cool song for one chosen.
So yeah, just giving you guys a little bit of that. I wanted to hear it, but I don't know. It's my internet's all weird.
And it was like very magical. I was like, wow.
Thank you.
Talking about one of her songs that she recently did. So yeah, big congratulations to Ina for being able to stay as long as she has in Hololive, because that takes a lot of hard work in and of itself. And big happy birthday to her. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. I do this because I want to help. I do this because I want to be a positive part of the community. I know there's a lot of drama. I know I talk a lot about it, but I want to give some good stuff back, and this is how I do it. So, NamikoHoshi is a VTuber who right now is on an indefinite hiatus, but I did want to showcase them because they are a smaller VTuber that deserves to be seen. So today we're taking a look at her. She's, hello, I'm NamikoHoshi. NamikoHoshi. My bad. Miss my brain. I'm sorry. NamikoHoshi. But you can call me Nami. I'm from Webtoon in the making and Star Idol in training. Although I'm a variety streamer in the meantime, hope you enjoy your stay here. Stay back and relax. Let's take a look at something that they were doing here. While they're bald. Let's take a look.
Original dog, you need to get flash it, blind it. Yeah, there's another dog in the second room, and then you just gotta blind it, go over the. Oh, after that one, I don't know. I went into a secret. I'm in this room right here. Okay, go in this room. Behind you. I opened
That
the door
is
for
a
you.
weird-ass looking dog.
I think we need to go where we. You're making this very hard with shining your flashlight.
So yeah, they were doing a little bit of backrooms shenanigans here, and thank you so much for NamikoHoshi for allowing me to showcase you on the channel. I apologize for mistaking your name in the beginning, but we're doing it live type of thing. So I do hope that this helps you a lot. Once again, NamikoHoshi, and this is their YouTube channel here. I will try to put that in the description below, and thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you.
I'm in voice chat.
She's not
I am in voice lip read my lips. Gene famous. Me, my lips. I am in.
Wait, you guys have friends? So wait. You're telling me that as a VTuber, I should actually have friends? And I should actually collab with people? When was I going to be told this? I've been a VTuber for a long time. Who was going to tell me this? Why did it take Cleo Aite and Josie, or whatever, why did it take Cleo Aite and other people to let me know? Josie here with the clip letting me know that I'm actually supposed to collab with people? The heck? When was I told this? I thought I could be like a neat person that is not like doing anything and be able to get the big monies. But now I find out that I actually have to talk to people in order to get money. What the hell? This is wrong. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.